Hi guys, Christian here from Thelightchrissy Reads Tarot, and I'm here to do a reading for Aquarius for the month of September the 1st through the 15th. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. Also click that bell if you'd like to be notified when I post new videos or new things to my YouTube channel. Please go ahead and click that like button, and if this reading resonates with you, please leave a comment down below, or also let me know what type of readings you'd like to see me do. So with all of that being said, we're going to definitely do a reading for you guys for September 1st through the 15th. Now, with that being said, keep in mind that all readings can possibly resonate with every single Aquarius. Okay, you guys are already oddballs anyway, so, how am I going to be able to get all of you guys, with every single reading? But I'll do my best, all right? And take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Also, check out your rising sign and your moon sign. The readings are on my channel as well, and maybe those resonate a little bit more with you, okay? Other information, I am available for one-on-one readings, and that information will be down below, as well as how to donate to my channels and any of the decks that I am using here today, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to pull a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck to get a feel of what your energy is like coming from August going into September, okay? Ooh, the bee. So you guys are working on something, Aquarius. What are you working on? This is a good energy to have. I think this to me, the bee card is just pure positive energy. And when I say it, it's not deep. It's simply happiness. It's simply joy. It's simply embracing the now, being in the present. It's not really worried about tomorrow, the next day. It's like working on staying focused and keeping your vibration high. This is what you've kind of been doing. So you could be cutting off negative people. You could be cutting off negative things or situations that don't make you feel good. You may not even be wanting to have conversation with people who are even bringing you that. I kind of see this as you being in your own little bubble, working on your own self. You're working on yourself. It's pretty good to kind of be there. So this is a moment where I feel like you've disconnected in August, maybe to kind of bring back focus on yourself or try to lift your vibration. So this is definitely positivity, or you being in that space where you're feeling good about life again, but also working very hard on something and being very appreciative of the moment, the present now. I'm feeling like this is just this thing with manifestation. Is 50% gratitude for where it's 100% gratitude for where you are. There we go, Christian. And it's 100% gratitude for knowing that there's something, 100% being connected to knowing that there's something more beyond this moment. Okay, so those are the two things. Also 100% acknowledging the past and being, so you're in all of these places at one time, and the bee is able to kind of move and mobilize itself and buzz around to be able to go through the three worlds or the three dimensions all at the same time. And this is the way to do it, is through a lifted vibration. You couldn't do it with some of those people, with some of those things, with some of those habits, with some of that stuff lingering around you. And I kind of see yourself doing the work to actually move yourself to that place. So good that we're starting off with the B. It's hard working, it's earnest, it's democratic, okay? This could be coming off of a period where you've been feeling overworked or something. So maybe some of you have taken like a trip or something like that, or you're taking a trip, or you've had some type of break or escape where you're like, ooh, this feels good to kind of just be in this space right here. It's actually helping me to be able to lift myself, okay? So this is kind of that energy that we're going into the month with, which is a positive energy, okay? We're going to pull a couple of cards from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart to find out a little bit more about what's going on in the world of Aquarius. All right. All right, let's see. Here, what do we have? Yep. So yeah, you have the Master card. Yep. And this is what's going on here. You have the Master card, which is the Devil card. So this is all about being tied into situations and seeing that you're making the choices that keep you tied up into those things. And you can release yourself to be able to be in situations that feel a little bit better. But I'm telling you this like I'm telling you like advice, but you guys already know that. So this is where you are definitely, you're definitely going after your heart's desires. I'm kind of seeing this green and yellow, and it's kind of making me see that places in love, it's like you're being open-hearted again. So the places where you've kind of felt yourself restricted. You're kind of putting yourself in spaces and places that kind of feel better to where it is that what it is that you truly desire. For a lot of you, this could be about love and relationships and releasing yourself out of old relationships to bring in newness of new ones, and you're opening yourself up to it. So I kind of see this as like getting back out there. Bees are kind of like in the spring. I kind of see this like this new opening up or this new beginning of you, and it's very, very spirit led or spiritually driven. So this is where like life has kind of required you to make these decisions to leave away from anything that's keeping you stuck, to lift your vibration. I think that honestly, I'm kind of feeling where it feels a little bit dark, because the devil card is when you're at the depths, when you're at the bottom of the pit, right? So this could be coming out of a very, very hard time. Spirit is kind of lifting you up through finally seeing the break of day in some of these situations right here that you may have been going through, or your energy. So if you've been disconnected from that, this is your way of finding yourselves back to spirituality. So you could be learning about spirituality. So you could be reading about things, or reading about how to release yourself from codependent relationships. That's what this is right here. So if this is me telling you this, if you feel like you're in a relationship, because I always feel like I'm reading for empaths all the time, because I'm one. And one thing that we have to learn about our vibration is that to those people who can be a bit narcissistic, and I want to say no, fixing my shorts, I know it's crazy on camera, but I want to say this in this situation: no judgment to people who are narcissistic. We all have to be a little bit narcissistic to be able to survive, but this is where you're learning about those people that are not going to change, that no matter how much you love into them and you give into them, that it's not going to change them. Because I'm looking at it like it's like they want to be there, they want to show you love back, but they're just incapable of being able to do it. And it makes those situations codependent, because you are the source of love for the entire relationship. So you kind of see how like what I'm kind of saying here, and maybe this person kind of keeps you, you being attached to this person kind of keeps you away from your abundance, or what it is that you truly deserve. Okay, so now you're kind of flying free, or you're at least releasing yourself energetically from things that can be codependent, or from relationships that can be codependent, or any bad habits that you're having, that you've been kind of stuck in this cycle. The loop is what we've been letting control our lives. So what things, or what people, what situations have we let control our lives that we have not allowed spirit to kind of facilitate? Okay. All right, so that is what I have there with those couple of cards. We're going to go ahead and pull from the Life is a Board Game tarot deck by Crystal Banner. It's on kaleidodope.com. It's K-A-L-E. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. K-A-L. Oh my God, I think I'm misspelling it. It's KALEIDADOPE.com. And this is the box right here. This is a really cool deck. It is Monopoly themed, okay? So it's like the coolest deck in the world. I love Monopoly, so I love this deck. All right, and I think it's just very creative. And she has some other creative decks on there as well, so make sure to check those out, all right? So let's see here. What messages do we have? Okay, the moment of glory, the 6 of Wands. Yes, so that victorious feeling, that happiness, that joy, yeah, you're feeling like you came over something. Whatever the situation is that you broke yourself from, it could have been really, really tough for you, but it could have taken a lot of energy from you to be able to move yourself into this place. But you're finally starting to see the light of day. That's kind of what I was saying here. You're feeling this victory going on inside of you. The 6 of Wands is all about success, and especially after coming from the 5 of Wands, this place of conflict in your life. This is where you're kind of seeing your way out of it. Like finally, the universe is starting to show me a little bit back. Some of the things that I put in to some of these situations are, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Hey, there's a way out of this. I'm not trapped. There are ways out of this, okay? And you're moving right into it. Yep. 13 next, you're allowing that transformation. The death card next, you're allowing that transformation to come in and to happen. I kind of see you doing it right here. You know that whatever things are falling away from you at this time, whatever people are falling away from you, whatever things don't work, are all contributing to your transformation. So I think that your positivity through it is your protection. I'm kind of seeing that these rays that you send out with this energy, with how you're choosing to look at this time, you're not looking at it like, oh, things are going to end. You're looking at it it like, oh my God, things are ending. That's ending. Now it brings this place. Look, the idea, you see, now it gives me this space and this time to be able to bring in something new and to be able to learn more about myself. And this is walking in wisdom. It's the Hermit card. So this is going within yourself. So instead of tying yourself to situations that are proven to be codependent, what you're doing is you're tying yourself, your value and your worth to your own inner wisdom, to your own inner light, to the things that light you up and the things that move you forward in life, okay? You're connecting with yourself in this way. So this is like having this new idea, what I'm seeing with the light bulb, but it's the Hermit card. So this is about going within oneself and tuning into one's own energy, okay? And I kind of feel like maybe this person could have been was someone that kind of made you pick yourself apart, okay? Maybe with this relationship or with this situation, if you can't turn it to be the way that you want it to turn, it makes you kind of think that you're not effective, like your love is not effective on healing. And it's not that. It's just that certain people have this situation where this is locked away like that. And it's a form of initiation for a person like you, so that you can be able to go into this place to where you will really, really go deep within yourself to find your own light and to find the love within yourself to be able to move forward. And I think whatever the situation is or whatever you're going through is finally pushed you in a place to be able to do that. It doesn't necessarily have to be relationships, but whatever's been having you tied down like that, this is where you're seeing your power to be able to overcome this situation. And it's through changing your energy. Once you change your energy, then the situation responds, okay? Chariot card on the bottom. So there's a victory there. That's moving through. All right. Next card we have here is the Joyous Home Gardens. So yeah, I'm happy with the reading. Like I'm happy with it because Moment of Glory, 6 of Wands, okay? Because you changed your attitude in the beginning of the tarot cards, you're saying, okay, look, things are going to shift for me, but guess what? I will take them. They will make me be alone for a second. They may make me be in a period of introspection where I'm going within, but I'm healing myself. I'm blocking myself off from anything that doesn't serve me so I can devote my time and energy to raising my vibration and healing myself. And then in this place, this idea comes, the route to be able to bring this in, it comes to you through this ascension process that you're going through, okay? Gets connection with spirituality. So this is even connecting to spirituality when you have the Hermit here and you have the Crown Chakra card here. So this is the Joyous Home Garden. So once again, celebration. Celebration here. This is solidity coming into your life. This is something that you can count on, okay? At least for a moment, this is going to be something that brings this happiness into your life. So this is some type of excitement coming in here as a result of you taking and doing the work for yourself and letting the things fall away that don't belong, but also too moving through victoriously and keeping that good positive attitude about the things that have kept you stuck. Making the choice to look at things in a more positive light. And as you're doing that, you're moving yourself into this place of stability, because this light is always there. It's always emanating out, okay? And if you've chosen to keep yourself trapped, it's only a choice and it's only illusion. With the Master card here with the Devil, it's just an illusion. It's just a trick to keep you there, okay? Next card that wanted to hop out there. Anxiously stressed out. So yeah, so you're ending it with the 9 of Swords, which is a little bit different than you're going in. And I think that I'm kind of feeling like maybe it's the headache, of some of these things. Now I know I'm kind of saying that here. Strength card is here, so at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna need to be strong for this process. Let me tell you what this is coming in right here. If you have a history of being attached to narcissistic people, which if you read up on the internet, there's an attachment between empaths and narcissistic people. One has this abundance of love to always give. It doesn't mean they're the best person ever, but they just have this automatic love that goes, and this one does not, okay? The narcissist does not. They are both equal in value, because this person shows you how to love yourself. They show you how to be selfish with yourself. They just do it from a place of ego. And usually when we're giving unconditionally, it's from a place of ego too, okay? So they both have when we learn how to use those things in spirit and we don't use them through ego, then this person, the amount that they keep keep to themselves spiritually, they could be a person that takes care of themselves first. They master themselves first, and as a result, they can master the world around them. But also, too, this is a person with you learning that and being on the other end of that, being an empath, is where you learn from this person how not to overgive in situations, because that never makes the person give back because you do that. Okay, so I think this idea of that, you're starting to let that go. But as a I feel like a lash or like a whip or a mark, like a battle scar of this situation. For a while, you're going to have to work on, it's going to keep on coming back to you. All right. And every time it comes back, keep going back to yourself. The Nine of Swords here is the Hermit energy, and the Hermit is here. Every time you feel this way, go back to this place to where you get in tune with yourself, because this energy right here in this type of situation takes a little bit of time to clear it. You have to actively do it. And it's going to be some work. Like it's saying hard working right here. This is worked for. The moment of glory is worked for with the Six of Wands. You've already been through the Five of Wands where there was the conflict, but this is where you've done the work to move through that conflict to this. And I still feel like this is going to be an ongoing process, okay? So don't let it stress you out too much. Try to stay positive. Make sure you take your alone time too. Whenever you're feeling like this is creeping back up on you, make sure that you're taking your time alone, okay? And I'm not saying this is necessarily a relationship. I always feel like I'm talking about relationships. I don't want anyone listening this is not about a relationship for it to think that it's not for them. This is whatever's been keeping you stuck. This could be a job. This could be friendship. This could be family drama. This could be any of that. It can be your kid. It can be your husband. It can be your wife. It can be your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You know, whatever it could be. It could be not feeling free to create what your heart is really wanting to create. Not being able, having like lifer's block. That's what I'm calling it now. Lifer's block, to where you don't really know what to do next. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clarify these here. All right, let's see. Clarify the moment of glory. Six of Wands. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, this is where the Two of Pentacles here is totally where you've made a choice. You have made that decision to be able to walk in this direction. And as a result of that, the benefits of this thing comes in super, super fast to you. Now with these two things right here, you could have an opportunity that comes in that where you may have to leave another one. For example, if this is love, once you let go, like for you people who are, you know, like out here dating and things like this, once you let go of that person, then you start to have the options rolling in really, really quick, okay? Once you let go of that job or you commit your energy. I'm never telling people quit the job, break up with that person. I don't tell you that. But I will say that when you change your energy about the situation, you can do that energetically. And that's so the universe will follow with making sure that that matches up. But once you choose to let go of whatever the situation is energetically, the universe brings in some good things to replace it. Okay? So much so that you have options where you kind of have to weigh them out. Like, oh, should I do this, or should I take this job, or should I be with this person or that person? I mean, I have options now, where at one point I thought my only way was this way, okay? But I've let that go. And from that, I have this transformation where I know myself, and I know that I can connect to those things at any given time to be able to bring them into my experience, okay? So that's that right there. You could be getting some messages in via the internet or something like that, or you could be texting or going back and forth. Also, too, this is this is travel. This is a trip. So for some of you, if you've been on the fence about taking a trip, go ahead and take it, okay? That's the yes right there. So go ahead and take that trip. Death comes in, and what comes on the top of death? This is the Queen of Swords, okay? So yeah, good thing to have here, too. Bam, bam. I'm proud of this card. The Queen of Swords says, yeah. It looks like everything is falling away, but that's my emotions telling me that. What I know logically is that this has to take place to be able to bring change about in my life. So it's like you're almost like accepting it. You're accepting it for what it is. I could have looked at this like resistance to that, but I'm not getting that from this. I don't think you're resisting it. I think that you are facilitating it. And for that reason, it's almost like this. Let me tell you what it is. I want to show you the regular card. Here I go, always showing people cards. I can't go a reading without showing people a regular card. Maybe I should just use the regular cards, right? I'm not gonna call these. You guys are not regular. You cards are not regular. You cards are special, but you know what I'm saying. The traditional deck, because that's what I learned from. So that's what I like to show you guys. So you guys can kind of learn about what these cards are as I'm doing this. Where is the death card? Because I want to show you here. But yeah, it's an ending. This is one way of life ending so that you can bring in and welcome in another, right? Sometimes the subconscious thinks that it's, you know, it's the end of the world. It's really over. So it tries to put these blocks in your way to keep you there. But once you commit to saying, oh, this is not the end. This is just like, you know, it can keep on, you know, I can keep on being great. You know, this is just a roadblock. It's just temporary. Let me just step over that and, you know, move on to whatever is next. Oh, here he goes. Here's the death card. So look at this. Look at this card. So you see the death card right here. And you see the way that the death card looks like he could be like some type of knight or something like that, right? Well, what I'm feeling here is that I look for that card to go all through that to tell you this. That with the Queen of Swords, I feel like she sent out an order for this. So this is you. What I'm getting from this together is this is you. This is you saying, I accept this. I'm letting things be, and I'm gonna let things fall away so that I can bring in newness. So since you're doing it that way, you're making a decision to do that. The universe says, oh, super fast, because not only are you letting it happen, you are facilitating it happen. So this is where you're taking matters into your own hands, where you're saying, hey, this person doesn't work for me. Let me stop talking to this person. This job doesn't work for me. Hey, here's my 2 weeks notice. Or hey, let me start looking for another job. This is where you're actively doing it. And because of that, you're being rewarded. Like the universe wants you to know that you are doing exactly what you need to be doing right now. So that's a really, really good thing to kind of have. Let's clarify the Hierophant here. I'm sorry, the Hermit. All right, what do we have here for the Hermit spirit? Yep. Through that introspection becomes this new beginning. There's this newness that comes in. This is where the beginning happens. This is where when you go within yourself and you find your inner light, there's this idea or there's something that comes out in that moment that you're able to say, aha, that's how I can bring more of that feeling. That's how I can bring that fulfillment into my life, and I can bring that stability into my life, and I can have that resting place. This is what it is. It's me finding it within myself first, and as a result, it vibrates outward. That's what these rings are around the bee right here. They vibrate outward, right? I see things as coming in before, but you not been able to connect with them when they're there. Okay? So yeah, that's this newness, and that's just taking a chance and doing something different. And the Fool is excited about newness, and I just get this feeling all over this, like you're excited about change. It's just such a good feeling. It's almost like I feel like a student when they first go to school, or when they first go off to college or something like that. I kind of got that feeling like you're just really, really excited about it. Let's see here, the Joyous Garden here. Yeah, because this is something that you've totally been waiting for. You've been like, you know what? I am going to wait around until life turns the way that I want it to turn. And I'm not going to doubt the fact that I've put my time and energy into my life being that way. I'm just going to stand here and wait on it to be this way. I'm not going to accept anything less than something that's stable, or these relationships and that provide me with the stability that I need to be able to be okay, to move forward. Okay, what's the point of having it around if you can't use it? All right, there's no point in it. So this is where you're making those decisions, where you're making the Queen of Swords, you're making very decisive decisions. You're not thinking this is you actually, Aquarius. The Queen of Swords is an air sign card. So this is you stepping into your power, saying, you know what? I don't care if it makes me look different. I'm going to do this. I don't care what you think or how you feel. This is what I'm going to do, because my happiness is important, and I've made up my mind. And I kind of feel like, you know, sometimes people can look at it as coldness in you guys, but no. In this particular case, you're using that energy in the right way. You're not using it to be cold and detached. You're using it to cut yourself away from things that no longer serve you, and rightfully so, because it takes a lot of energy to bring yourself out of this place. So you're tapping into Aquarius energy to be able to cut yourself away from it. So that's the big dogs. Like you calling in, you're going inside of yourself to get the energy that you need to cut yourself away from that. And that's using that detachment thing, but for your betterment, to start a new beginning, okay? So you got that there. And then, let's see. I'm going to pull one more. Clarify the Nine of Swords. I don't really like the Nine of Swords right there in the end. I don't want that to be there, but yeah. And this has really, really been called into your decision and been called into your environment to make sure that you're making good decisions about the people that you're keeping around you, okay? What are you being led to do? What are you being called to do whenever these situations or these things occur? I'm feeling like whenever a situation shows you to be the same and the same and same again, what are you doing about that, okay? What judgment call are you making when things keep resurfacing themselves, okay? If you keep on always having to be the one to keep on continuously give and to give and to give and to give, and it's not coming back, that is the sign that it's time to make a decision to be able to come out of that energy, okay? And I want to go ahead and clarify with one more card for the anxiously stressed out, because I just don't really like, I really wouldn't want that at the end. So what advice do we have about the Nine of Swords? And also too, it's taking a break away from doing everything for everybody all the time. So this is that, like, getting away from codependent relationships. Like, dude, help yourself. Not you, but the people that you're helping. Like, do it for yourself. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, whenever you can come out of this area here, and some of you may be wondering, when is love gonna come back? Like, when am I gonna find that relationship? Because, you know, I feel by myself right now, and this and this and that. And what it's saying here, what I'm getting here is, enjoy the stability that the universe is trying to give you for yourself first, because it's giving you this new start. And definitely this thing is going to come in. Don't allow, don't think that it's going to happen overnight, that when you just decide to leave one person and leave a bad situation, that immediately another good one is going to come in to replace it. There is sometimes the universe has to prepare those things for you to be able to have that, and it improves you. And like, this is that excitement in your life, but it's also that stability and this energy. We're still needing to make it bigger. So it's going to take hard work to be able to get there. Like I was saying, this isn't just an easy energy to just say, I'm done with it. It's over. You can make that decision, but it's going to be hard to maintain it, and you're going to need a lot of spiritual help to come in and help you with that. And you can connect to your own spiritual energy whenever you connect with yourself, okay? And that's at the center of the reading. So this is about going in the month of September, okay? At least the first 15 days, we need to kind of stick to ourselves so we can try to figure out, this is connected to me. What is the thing that's making us anxious about life? Why do I need to be in another moment and not this one right now? Okay. And if you look, you'll see, oh, because I'm wanting to get back what I give to people. Oh, well, how can I make that my reality now? Oh, get rid of the people who don't give back. Aha moment, light bulb moment. That's how I bring newness into my life. That's how I get that, because I'm letting go of the people that don't serve me, and I'm only giving to situations that give back to me. Now I'm able to keep this at all times, and it not just to be temporary, okay? And I'm doing it from a good place. So that is what I have for you guys with tarot cards. Now we're going to get back into some more, energy oracle cards. I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. I was supposed to finish saying that. Let's see here. So you got, so here, what do we have for Aquarius for September 1st through 15th? All right, Aquarius. So let's see what we have here. Action. Okay, yeah, so this is you moving. This is that, the ones energy right here. This is you moving forward. That's a forward-paced movement, and this is you making the decisions to leave out of those situations that no longer serve you, and you're definitely riding in. Remember, I was showing y'all the death card. It was riding on that white horse and kind of rolling through. So this is definitely you taking action to kind of facilitate that, okay? I see your shadow and your lightness working in the same way. So you're moving ego, you put ego in tow, you checked your ego. And you're following what your spirit is telling you to do. You're like, I'm not going to stay around trying to make the situation work if it doesn't. I'm not going to stay in any energy that I don't want to be if it doesn't work. I'm going to take the action that I need to take to be able to bring in the things that I need in my life, the things that I want in my life, okay? And then I'm going to pull a card from the Work Your Life Oracle deck, okay, that want to come out. answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay, so yeah, this is definitely you taking action on those things that you're getting in. And remember, didn't I, wait, where, oh, did I move it? Was it at the, remember, judgment was at the bottom. Uh-oh. Let me move this right here. Judgment is at the bottom. So this is answering the call. So you got that twice here as the underlying energy, okay? Answering the call whenever, and also too, whenever it's time to be alone, make sure you're getting your alone time. Don't try to force that to come in. This is, that's going to be Virgo season, and the Hermit is a Virgo card. So so it's going to be a lot of introspection. Naturally, the universe is moving you into that space. So it's lining up. I feel like you guys are in alignment, okay? That's a really, really good thing in spiritual alignment with the seven here, with the crown chakra here. So we're going to read these two, and then we'll keep it moving, all right? So 17, you got energizing effort, willingness to work, okay? And that's going right with the B. That's the hard working energy that we were talking about, right? This card tells you that now is the time for a more aggressive approach forward. I just read that all wrong. This card tells you that now is the time for more aggressive forward movement. These galloping horses represent intentional and concerted action directed towards your goals. This card upright indicates that you are on the right track, but your determined effort must increase. The white horse is interaction of the spirit and thought. The black is the outer work that still needs to be done. So continue taking action and trust your intuition. In time, you'll break through and see the results you've been working so hard to see. So you see this goes in, so results that you've been waiting to see, okay? And this right here is... there's still work that needs to be done. So remember what I was saying, it's not going to be super easy to where you just come out of it. This is going to be something that you have to continue to work on. So this is kind of saying that right here, okay? This is going to be, it's an 8, so it's a cycle. So this is something that you're always going to be healing from, okay? And I don't want that to sound daunting, because wounds, some of these wounds that make us get to this place, the price that we pay is the scar that they leave on us, right? So it's not that you let that scar rule your life, but you end up telling stories about it, and you learn about it, and you can draw it on a piece of paper like the back of your hand, and you can tell other people about it so they don't get the same scar and things like that. If it was completely gone, then you would still be in that state right there, because you just do it again. So that is the reason why some of these things linger around, if you've been wondering, because you guys are very analytical. I'm not analytical, but very, you guys are air signs, so you're in your mind a lot. You're very, very smart. So what it is that you try to understand, well, why? If I remove myself, why must thou feel that way? And the universe is saying, well, if you didn't feel that way, you would go right back to the same situation again, right? So we have to leave the little mark so that you can always remember to keep yourself away from being in that state, okay? Anytime it's bringing you back here, that means that's coming along, and that's not in a direction of what the universe has to offer you. This is something that you're kind of bringing in from a place of lack, okay? It's not from the place of abundance. So don't connect to that energy right here. When it's here, use this and use it constructively, okay? Yeah, just don't allow yourself to become obsessive about anything, okay? And I kind of get like the like the buzzing. You got the bee here, okay? So don't don't be like a pest to your. Not saying that bees are pests, because they're very, very smart and cool animals, which you are smart, right? And cool. So yeah, definitely different and unique. You know what I'm saying? But no. What I'm getting is don't overdo it. This is the anxiety. This is the stress out. Don't do it, because what happens is you'll be so tempted for this to happen that you'll make it happen. And when you make it happen, it won't be built on this foundation of the 4 of Wands. So it's saying it's coming in. Just wait for it, okay? You have to wait till the time is right. Until then, go within yourself and check on yourself, okay? And find out what it really is that you want, okay? And work hard and diligently on yourself, and never give up on yourself, okay? And let me pull, let's see here. You got to answer the call. What lights you up? What is your soul calling you to do? That's not the what lights you up card. I thought I just knew what I was talking about, but I totally did not. So we're going to read that card. Let's see here. I just completely messed that up. Let's see. Answer the call. 36. Let's see here. All right. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearning, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's call is not a one-time thing, rather a long life dance. So remember what I was saying. This is ongoing, okay? Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, this is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step, but intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You do not need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it. And you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul's calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. So yeah, this is it's right on time with you're doing it. You are doing it. This is not a you need to do. This is you are doing that already. Okay, so good job, Aquarius. Good job, Aquarius. Good job. Now, the one card that I'll do, I guess I kind of want to read both of these right here. I want to kind of read them to you because this had something to do with, I feel like this may be from relationships with some of you, but it says this, and it says this, okay? Fear, identify, release, negativity, freedom, and love, okay? Fear and doubt often prevent a relationship from flowering or from manifesting. In matters of the heart, they can restrict and confine. They prevent you from opening to the joy and love that's waiting for you. A fearful heart closes in upon itself and sees only negativity and doubt. Your fears can even make you question your own value, causing you to wonder whether you're worthy of being loved or if you'll ever find love. These thoughts, if not controlled, will manifest more of the same, continuing a never-ending destructive cycle. So I felt like I may have said that. But yeah, this has totally been connected to this narcissistic kind of relationship, this energy pool or whatever. I'm getting here that sometimes these people are a representation of your fears trying to have you to handle them outside of yourself, because they've manifested themselves into people when they can be dealt with on the inside. And this is where you're going in to say, let me end this once and for all so that I can start to bring in some new things right here, okay? But still, reading this, if it's time to take action, okay? To master your fears, you must first identify them. What fears about love if you allowed yourself to believe that it has to be an anxiety, that you have to be stressed out, okay? You've accepted those things, okay? Okay, Aquarius? So let's get back in. Are you concerned about being unlovable? Are you uneasy about giving up your freedom in order to be in a relationship? Do you find it difficult to speak up about your needs and ask that they be met? Sit quietly and uncover what may be holding you back. That's this again. By the very act of facing your fears, you will recognize them from the deceptions that they are, and you will discover the power to master and eliminate them. The absence of fear is unconditional love, which is this right here, right? But it can't exist with that right there. So this is going to be a constant battle to keep your mind out of this state, okay? And that's what life is. It's me, that's you, that's anybody. I have to try to keep myself here so that I can be able to get the things because there's always going to be this darkness or these things that are not going great. So, I mean, if I have a choice to be able to pick through one of them, I'm going to pick, like right here, what you're doing, the moment where I win. I'm going to pick the reality where I believe that spirit is working on my behalf and that things are going to come in for me, that I'm going to ever keep growing and ever expanding into my life. This is the card of the Eight of Wands. Where is my... Oh, I erased it. I sure did erase that. Oh, man. But yeah, the Eight of Wands is expansion to me. That's a card of expansion to me. And this is you choosing to see how big you can be instead of seeing instead of focusing your energy on how trapped you are. You know, where can you be versus where you are, you know? And you're starting to bring that into your awareness now. And because of that, things are shifting. Right away, things start to shift. But you're facilitating it because the Death card is there. Okay, so there may be this time where you might be alone, okay? This all could all take place during Virgo season because the Hermit is in the middle. And it may be you picking yourself apart a little bit with the Hermit energy, and also this said it of thinking that you're not worthy or that you're not lovable. Okay, but every time you find yourself in that place, try to connect back to this moment or this feeling that you're having now. Take a trip if you need to. Let that be the thing that you fall back on. Oh, I was, I had fun at that time. My friends adored me at that time. My family loved me at the time. I met this person on this trip. That's where I found this idea. That's where I got connected back to myself and have these places and points in your mind and space that you can go back to that will jump you back into action. Okay. Did I read all of this? Oh, I did. Oh, well, I think oh no, that's what it is. I wanted to read I was like, well, I think I'm done. All right, I want to read the heart chakra cards to you guys. Okay. The crown chakra, the crown. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the 1,000-petaled lotus or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where the ethereal light and energy are received, then dispersed throughout your aura for a total well-being. Now look at this. Don't that look like an aura around this bee? Okay. To enhance this chakra, sit quietly and visualize a lotus bud on top of your head. As the bud blossoms, see a shower of whitish violet sparkling light shining down from the universe onto the lotus, filling and nourishing it. When complete, simply let the vision fade, expanding the chakra, opening you to receiving the ultimate bliss, divine love, which is this card right here. Take comfort in noticing that you are cherished, okay? So that's just a little word of advice, but hey, like I said, coming into it, you guys are getting there. It's all a part of the process, okay? So I thank you guys for tuning into this reading. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like and comment. I am available for one-on-one readings. The information is down below, and as well as the information to donate to my channel, and all of the decks that I use today are down there as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thelightchrissy out.